Hi, Dave Goodman here. Welcome to the second part of Free Your Fingers Part 2. And in this workshop, what we're going to do is take all of the ideas and rhythms that we used in Free Your Fingers Part 1 and play them in a little guitar piece. It's involving chords and single note melodies and double stops. It's about the same tempo, so it's not so fast. But it's a little bit more advanced, and I'll play the piece for you, and then I'll show it to you slowed down section by section. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the individual sections of the piece, I'll show you now, and I'll do it quite slowed down from the normal tempo. So the intro, which we also use as an outro and kind of an interlude in the middle, goes like this. And actually one point, I'm doing a bit of vibrato here, and it's just slowly like this, and you can either start going up and come down or go down and come up. It doesn't really matter, whatever feels more comfortable. We play single notes and then we play double stops. And then I repeat that with a double stop. Okay, and that repeats a few times. Then comes the first part of the melody, which goes like this. One little trick here that feels kind of funny, and it's when I do this pull off. What happens here is that I pull off, and this note I don't actually pick. It's the result of the pull off, but at the same time I'm playing the bass note with my thumb. And that's kind of a new feeling, but you'll get used to it. Okay, so that was the first part of the melody. The second part is when it goes to the G. And as you can see here, it's not a typical G because we're in drop D. I have to play the root here. So 3, 4. Same thing about the pull-off. Okay, then the first half repeats again. We've already got that. The melody then turns around on an A minor chord, and that goes like this. You can see here that my thumb is doing a variation of the bass. Instead of an octave, we have a fifth right here. And that's something you'll get used to as you learn more chords and how to do this picking. Often it's an octave, but often it's a fifth. So again, the A minor. Now we come to the bridge, and here's a double stop, and I play it with the second and third finger, and that's best when you're doing these kind of inverted thirds because you can switch easily from the first to the third finger. Incidentally, the open B sounds kind of nice, so it's not actually part of the piece, but if you flub and play that note, don't worry because it sounds pretty cool. Again, this thing. And then we go to this crazy G again. Then we go down a tone. Then we're into the intro outro again. Again, the double stops. Okay, so that's it. Just practice that, take your time, play nice and slow, and have fun with Free Your Fingers Part 2, and we'll see you for the next workshop. Thanks.